And, oh, good, I have a hair tie. This is gonna be a different thing. So I had a long day with clients, so I didn't go live today. I didn't do any spiritual readings for you today. But my spirit wanted to tell you some things, and my spirit wanted to speak to you, and my spirit wanted to go live. So here we are in my kitchen. Don't mind that over there. That's where I record. That's what it looks like behind the scenes. It's on my kitchen counter. And I'm about to get my crock pot together. My crock pot is going to cook overnight. And when I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be absolutely delicious. I had a great day at my studio today. Talk about magical and aligned. It was amazing. I live by myself. Oh, man. I forgot to put these away. Put the keys over here. So I live by myself. I've been living by myself for a while. And even in between, there was a period where somebody lived with me, but then I started living by myself again. And, yeah. It's good. I love living with me. I'm a good person to live with. I make good food. I have good times. And I'm going to make some good food for tomorrow and the next few days. This is me meal prepping, y'all. And while I'm doing that, oh man, there was a hair out of place. I got to fix that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you a story about a real life experience. It's going to sound too magical to be real, but it's totally real. Everything that I'm about to say is not just based on a true story. Like, it is my real life story. So let's start with today. I started with a new client. It was awesome. She got services with me for her hands and feet. She got services with my daughter for her waxing. My daughter's a full licensed cosmetologist. I'm a nail tech, licensed nail tech. So my daughter has more that she's able to do legally for clients than I do as far as services. And so I had my daughter come in. Oh. Thank you, Knox Craven. Why did fucking YouTube start with no microphone? Lord of mercy. I'm about to delete this whole thing and start over again. Thank you, Knox Craven. Why did fucking YouTube start with no microphone? Lord of mercy. I'm about to delete this whole thing and start over again. Thank you, Knox Craven. Why did fucking YouTube... Okay, so I don't have to listen to myself no more. Y'all can just hear me now. Yay! You can hear me. So what I started to say was, I had a great day. I'm going to have to put something in the thing to let folks know that there was no sound at the first 6 minutes of the video. Lord of mercy. Welcome to my kitchen. Yay! I live by myself. I'm preparing a meal that's like meal prepping. It's going to last me for a while. I bought me some A&W root beer. I'm gonna stick that in the fridge. I don't drink a lot. I'm not into sweets too much. I don't drink a lot of sweets, but when I get a sweet tooth, I have me a little bit of A&W root beer because it's caffeine free and all that stuff. So, okay, so my day started with this beautiful client who needed my services and my daughter's. My daughter's a full cosmetologist license, and I'm a nail tech license. I'm not pulling cards this time. Gracias, Garrett. No voy a jalar cartas, pero voy a decir una cuenta. ¿Entiendes inglés? Para decirlo en un idioma solamente está más fácil. I went to Winco. After I went and played Keno and won a few times. I had so much fun. I went and played. And I went and bought stuff to make me a crock pot. Lord of mercy. Oh, by the way, like that's my trick. You saw the paper and plastic bags. I don't clean trash cans because I use paper and plastic and I throw the whole fucking trash can away every time. It saves my life. I don't have to do this silly shit. I don't have to waste my time. So, before we get all into my crock pot, I'm going to put the sour cream in the fridge because this is the condiment that goes with everything I'm going to eat out of this crock pot with the rice, white rice. I made white rice to go with it. But I'm going to put that in the fridge because I won't need that until tomorrow. This will be done tomorrow. My crock pot is in low. That's fantastic. I'm glad you understand English because I was totally planning on doing this whole thing in English today. And I'm going to tell you one of my life experiences that could totally assist you on your journey. But I'm also going to put this crock pot together because, Lord of mercy, I like to eat. I'm a Taurus. I like to eat. My bartender gave me some of his Slurpee. He poured it out of his cup. He's like, you got to try it. It tastes like a banana split. I do taste a banana, but I taste like cherry. I like banana cherry. It's really good, actually. I'm not into sweets like that, but I accepted it. It was a gift. So I bought some beef slices, fillet slices, beef bottom roast, round roast, LP pre-sliced carne asada. I bought 2 packs. 2 packs because, so what is this? This one is 2.07 pounds, and this is 1.21 pounds. That should last me a couple of days of good grubbing. Good grubbing. You should eat good food. You should eat good food. You're a Scorpio. Scorpios love me. I'm just saying. I bought me some Stubbs marinade. The beef marinade. It's a little bit spicy, but that's why I need the sour cream. It's soy, garlic, and red pepper. Stubbs is the best fucking barbecue sauce I've ever had in my life. I bought me some zucchinis. I bought some more onions just in case I didn't have enough. I bought me some beef smoked sausage. I bought me some cherry tomatoes, a head of garlic, and some carrot chips. This is all going into my crock pot. All of this is going into my crock pot. So, all right, the quarantine, Lord of mercy. So the last time I went live, just, hey Georgina, baby, how you doing? The last time I went live, just to talk to you, I talked to you about my old business location. I talked to you about the bully at my business. And in that story, it contained a experience about how I was paid to move out right before the quarantine. Talk about perfect timing. Spirit always got my back. The universe is always conspiring in my favor. Praise be. And I'm going to use my baby cutting board. It's so much easier. I'm going to rip the pack of meat open. This one too. We can wash all the meat before we put it in the crock pot. Yeah, during the quarantine, okay, so I told you how I got paid to move out of my studio and all that stuff. And during the quarantine, though, I kept hearing about how people were not finding the food that they needed on the shelves. There's nothing in the store. I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. When I went to the store, I paid a lot of attention to the fact that there were so many vegetables. There were so many food options in the store. Every time I went to the store, there was plenty of food on the shelves. But I'm a little bit picky with my water. There's certain brands I don't care for. But the brand that I favor the most of bottled water here in the U.S. is called Crystal Geyser. So I went to the water shelf in the grocery store. I was at a Walmart market. And I couldn't find any of my Crystal Geyser bottled water on the shelf. So I said, oh, forget it. I'm not even getting any. Did I really just waste a piece of meat? Lord of mercy, this little baby piece fell to the floor. It's going to the trash. That's a tragedy right there. A piece of beef on the floor. Lord of mercy. I went through the store. Couldn't find no Crystal Geyser. I just washed my hands, y'all. I wash my hands every time I touch something. I can't help it. And when I went to check out at the cashier line, I noticed, you know, at the end of the aisle, they'd be having displays of foods and stuff. So I noticed that they had a whole display of chips. But sitting on the display of chips, I'm washing my hands again after touching raw beef. I noticed they had a display of chips, but sitting on the display of chips after I went to the water aisle was an entire case of 1 liter containers of Crystal Geyser water. They were not in the water section. Somebody put that shit back. I'll take it. Quit playing. I will take it. And I did. It was 1 liter case. So it was plenty of water in there. I was so grateful. I was so fucking grateful. I'm gonna wash my carrot chips out. Some fresh water. Right in the bag. I'll rinse them 3 times like I rinse my white rice. Perfect. Get any extra shit off. Put those in there. I like carrots in my crock pot, Lord of mercy. So that time I went to the quarantine grocery shopping. I was able to find the water that I like. It was another time I went to quarantine grocery shopping. It's time to put the beef smoked sausage. I gotta chop this up, so I got my big old knife over here. I'm gonna chop this up on my little baby cutting board. I went to the grocery store and I was looking. I needed white rice. I have a bunch of Korean mixed kids in my house and they all like white rice. My daughter, my grandsons were there. And we was out of rice finally. Our big ass bag of rice finally ended. So we're at Walmart Marketplace. We got like 10 minutes till closing to get out of the store. I've already been to the rice shelf. There wasn't no white rice on the shelf. Lord of mercy. There was none. Not any white rice on the shelf. I was like, what is going on? I'm like, hold on, it's me, universe. Did you know that I was coming? What's going on? So I went around the store with my daughter. We did the rest of the shopping we needed to do. And while my daughter waited in line, there was probably about 3 or 4 people in line. I said, let me go check the rice shelf again. So I went and stand in front of the rice shelf, stared at the rice shelf. And all I saw was like 1 cup servings of flavored Uncle Ben's instant rice. I'm like, that's not Cal Rose rice. We Korean, we eat Cal Rose rice. I'm just standing there staring at the shelf, and the next thing I know, all of a sudden, there's a 5-pound bag of Cal Rose rice on the shelf. I look to my right, and there's this lady, this worker at the store, and she's putting more 5-pound bags of Cal Rose rice, and I looked at her, and I said, that's Cal Rose rice, ain't it? You got 5-pound bags of Cal Rose rice? She said, yeah. I said, that's exactly what I wanted. I said, and I could have 2 without being greedy, couldn't I? And she said, absolutely. So I grabbed 2 5-pound bags of Cal Rose rice, and I put them in my car. In my cart. And I went back to the line with my daughter. Look what I found. You know, it's amazing how when you know, it reminds me, yeah, when you know the universe is conspiring on your favor, when you know God's looking out for you, like, it's true. It reminds me of the song from Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. There's a lyric in the song where it says, even though she knows the stores are all closed, she'll still get what she needs. Something to that effect. Lord of mercy, I really want to get my phone, but I'm busy with food right now, so I'm not going to get my phone and search it up. But it's something to that effect. It's in the song from Led Zeppelin. Somebody said, oh my God. Yeah, I'm tipsy. I've been drinking. That's okay. I can handle my drink. I had 4 Crown and Gingers at the bar. My bartender sent me home with some of this Slurpee. I walked out with like $15 more than I walked in with from playing the games. And tipped my bartender the same amount that I walked out with, which was really fucking cool. Because really, I kept cashing out $50 tickets. It was amazing. I had such a good time today. After great clients, Lord of mercy. I gotta go take these sneakers off. I didn't even take off my sneakers when I came in the house and put on my house shoes. Lord of mercy. Okay. Anyway, in the last time I told you about my experiences, I was talking about how I had a bully at my business, and during that story, I told you how I got paid to move out of my business the day before the quarantine started. You know what I did during the quarantine? I had a fucking ball. That's what I did. Hey, Mario. Hey, Blader. Welcome. And welcome back. I had a ball. I did a lot of art stuff with my kid and my grandchildren, with my daughter and my grandchildren. We ate good food. Going to the grocery store was like a field trip. You know, you had to stand 6 feet away from people. Lord of mercy, that shit was crazy. Or was it 3 feet? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we had a ball. We did all kinds of family activities and stuff like that. But what I really wanted to tell you about was, look at how I chopped this. Hold on. That's not what I want to talk about. That beef sausage, baby. What I really had wanted to tell you about was the water and the rice. And the abundance of veggies and fruits and cheeses and stuff that was on the shelf. People were complaining because they couldn't find rice and beans. Lord of mercy. There was everything else, though. And when I needed rice, the rice showed up, too. I'm just saying. I had a good time during the quarantine. I don't know about nobody else. But the quarantine did not stop my vibration. It did not stop my flow. It did not stop my power. It gave me time to really sit with my family. It gave me time to notice my alignment. I did a lot of amazing readings during the quarantine. I even got fined during the quarantine. I got fined $1,500 during the quarantine because I was like, these people are crazy. My ladies still need their nails done. So I was doing nails out of the house. Instead of being quiet about it and not telling nobody, here I was on Facebook bragging about it. State Board of Cosmetology didn't have shit else to do but figure out who was breaking the rules. And that was me. I was breaking all the fucking rules. And so I got fined. But I could afford it because I was still getting an income and I had gotten paid from the city of North Las Vegas. Ooh, this food is going to be so good tomorrow. Throw these tomatoes in here. Oh, yeah. Just like they came. Whole in one piece. Let me see if I still have onions from the last time in my fridge. Hold on a second. Oh, there's still one. Oh, 1.5 is left from last time. So let's use the old onions first. I just wanted you to know. The whole world could be going through a deficit. The whole world could be missing this and that and the other and having lack and limitation and stress and consternation. But if your head is in another space, honey, you can be living under divine grace. That's what I heard. If your head is in another space, you could be living under divine grace. But you got to know it's true. You got to know for you. You got to know for you. What they know for them don't have to be true for you. I'm making a crock pot, Mary Taylor. I'm throwing some... Look, I got my crock pot here. I'm filling it up with meat and veggies. I'm going to eat off this for 4 or 5 days probably and love every bit of it because, yeah, I don't get tired of that. Comfort food. Real home cooking. I got beef in there. Got veggies going. This is going to be banging. I still got to put my zucchini in there, but we got to throw some onion in there. I still got to put the garlic in there. I have zucchinis in there and carrots. Sliced carrots, and I got beef smoked sausage in there. Ooh, Lord, it's going to be so good. And I got my Stubbs marinade, the beef marinade. Lord of mercy. It's good shit. Yeah, I'm just cooking up a crock pot because I like home cooked food. I don't eat a lot on the street. I don't eat a lot of street cooked food. I'd rather eat my own cooking. It tastes better, plus I get leftovers, yay! And I put some of my own seasonings in here. I'll show you what I put. But yeah, basically, I just want to get on here. I was like, Spirit, what do you want me to talk to the tribe about? Because they showed me that I was going to talk to you while I was making the crock pot. I'm like, well, what are we talking about? I don't know what to talk to them about. And they said, tell them about the quarantine for you. During the quarantine, I had a habit of going live on YouTube and singing karaoke. And then the next thing you know, everybody was doing it. And it was a whole thing. It was awesome. I would put my karaoke speaker on. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I ordered my first karaoke speaker and mic set at the very outset of karaoke. Lord have mercy. At the very outset of the quarantine, I ordered my first karaoke set. I might start crying right now in a minute because I'm messing with onions right now. But I got to have some onions in my crock pot. It's so freaking good. Yeah, it's going to be delicious, babe. I had another crock pot the other day that I had done, but I finished it up, and I was like, I want more. So, yeah, we went to the store. We got some more stuff to make another crock pot. So that's what I'm doing now. But I didn't have time to record this morning. I had clients and my granddaughter and stuff. So I was like, let me talk to my tribe. Let me just talk to my tribe. And I thought some of you might enjoy, like, being a part of my everyday life. Like, this is everyday shit right here. Cooking food is what we do every day because I don't really order food in the streets. I like home-cooked meals as much as possible. And I figured out that I like my home-cooked meals better than anybody else's. Look, I'm crying. It's the onions. It got me crying. But yeah, I know that during the quarantine, I was able to get that bag of rice while there was no rice on the shelf. And that water of Crystal Geyser brand when there was none on the shelf. Because of my alignment, because of my faith in the universe. Because I know that the universe is always working out for me. Because I know that, you know, the universe is always conspiring in my favor. Because I'm touched with that pronoia energy. Hi, India. Welcome. I'm touched with that pronoia energy. I know the universe is constantly conspiring in my favor. And so even when there was no rice on the shelf, I stood there and stared at the shelf until there was rice on the shelf. And literally, like, there was like 5-10 minutes left for the store to close, but my daughter was in line. So it worked out. When there was not a bottle of the brand of water that I actually drink on the shelf, and I went to the cashier's line and noticed that up on the end display, somebody had set a bottle of a case of 1 liter bottles of Crystal Geyser water, which is the brand I like the most here in the U.S. Right there on the end display of chips. Lord of mercy, they set them right on the bags of chips. How rude. But how perfect. It was rude. Yeah. Excuse me. You see how I blew my sneeze that way? Anyhow, it was perfect. I'm gonna have to blow my nose. Lord of mercy. I had everything that I needed, and I got to spend time with my daughter and grandchildren at home, making good food, playing games. We did all kinds of crafts and arts and stuff. I gotta blow my nose. Excuse me. Excuse me, tribe. I love you. I was thinking about you all day. I'm about to mess up my lipstick too. Don't judge me. I usually blow my nose off camera. But we're in my kitchen today, so it's a little bit different energy. It's totally a different space. Welcome to my private space. What else do you want to say about the quarantine? I mean, there's if you didn't watch the last one when I walked around, it was the last video I added to the Melt in the Maze playlist, where I talked about the time when I got paid to move out of my shop right the day before the quarantine. I mean, so there's that whole factor involved. Oh, yeah. We're going to add these zucchini squash. Yum. When I tell you this crock pot about to be banging. This crock pot is about to be banging, baby. I gotta wash it. Hold on. I gotta wash all these zucchinis before I put them in my crock pot. I wash them with dish soap and water like I will wash any dish before I cut them and put them in the crock pot. So hold on a second. Let me get this going. When's the last time you saw a tarot reader invite you to their kitchen? When's the last time you saw a spiritually focused person invite you to their kitchen to watch them cook and share their recipe with you? Lord of mercy. Anyways, today is the first time probably for most of you. Hey, don't fall. Stay in line, little zucchini, because I love me some zucchinis from the crock pot. Lord of mercy, this is going to be so good. I'm going to eat off this for at least 3 or 4 days, I'm telling you right now. Because I love me a good crock pot. So I'm cutting the zucchinis just in the circles they come in, because what I found in the crock pot, if I cut them in halves or quarters, like they turn into nothing. And then I don't get the whole zucchini experience when I eat it. So I'm cutting them in their little whole round little pieces. And then I'll cut the little end butt off the butt. I should have cut that first, really. Also, can I tell you, if you don't sharpen your knives at home, can you please sharpen your knives? Because a dull knife is extremely dangerous. My daughter had cut her hand a couple times because she don't sharpen her fucking knives. Which reminds me, I need to buy her a knife sharpener. Lord of mercy. A knife sharpener is an essential for any person who likes to cook kitchen. Any person who, whether they like to cook or not, like, you need to keep your knife sharp. If the thing don't cut and it slides off, like, you could cut your fingers. That's not good. You don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm just slicing these zucchinis, putting them in my crock pot. Ooh, this is going to be so good tomorrow. I put it on a low setting on the crock pot so that way it will cook overnight and not get overcooked or burnt up throughout the night. I'm sure it'll be fine. I kind of low-key, I'm thinking, should I put it on high? Because I might wake up at the ass crack of dawn and be ready. Because the thing is, here's the problem with cooking in the crock pot overnight. If you wake up in the middle of the night and it smells so fucking good and it's not done, like, that's not good. I'll be wanting to eat it. But anyways, we're going to try it this way. I think I can handle it. I'll probably, I think I might have some hot dogs, honestly. I think I might have me some hot dogs tonight. Because I'm just going to put something on my belly so I can stand it. And not get upset about my crock pot not being ready. Everything in divine timing, honey. And everything that's in this crock pot is very thinly sliced. Like, it's carne asada sliced beef. So that means the beef is sliced thin. I put all my trimmings and extras and garbage into the vegetable bag so I can just throw the whole thing away. Yay! Oh, maybe you guys want to take a walk to the garbage can with me. We had a fallen soldier. One zucchini fell to the floor. It's got hair on it. Lord of mercy. It's going to the garbage. I'm going to wash my hands again. Oh, you want to see my kitchen rag? It says, "Together is my favorite place to be." I got a few of them, so I like that kitchen rag. I was like, oh, I like that statement. Okay, I'll take it home. I found it at Dollar Tree. Oh, Janine, you did. You made a slow cooker feed last week. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm just going to shake this Stubbs beef marinade up real good so that way all the flavors get off the sides of the jar. And I'm just going to pour this over the top of everything. Woo, because it's everything. Okay, we still have, look, the whole bottle is in there. Perfect. Okay. I got this whole garlic. I gotta get some garlic in there. Baby, please don't cook without garlic. If you're cooking out without garlic, you're cheating yourself. So I got a brand new garlic head. I'm gonna pop these things off of here. I got another trash bag right here ready to go from the zucchinis. So that's awesome. Very handy dandy. Let me peel these garlics up. Thank you about the hair and the skin comment. I appreciate you. Yeah, I get everything that I want. I materialize it. Manifestation is the easy part, but I be materializing. I'm just going to leave the rest of these. I've got, there's 3 here, 3 cloves, 3 more cloves, and 2 more cloves. So that makes 8 cloves. I like the number 8. That's great. So we just save the rest of these. And when I keep veggies in the fridge in bags like this from the vegetable and produce, I just keep spinning them and spinning them and spinning them and spinning them and spinning them until they kind of seal. So I can easily see what's in the bag. So let me stick these and the rest of this bag of onions back in the fridge. Hold on. I'm glad I thought of this right now. No, I didn't think of it. I found it in the fridge. I need potatoes too, Lord of mercy. The crock pot is full. Ah! I'm glad it's going to cook down overnight because everything will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. So we're going to go back to these garlics. And I am going to, don't mind all that over there either. That's the shirt I wore today and my jackets and my decorations. Anyways, I just cut the piece off where it's connected to the root. I'm going to separate them. Okay, all this garbage could go right into that bag. And then I break them with my side of my knife. One at a time, 1 clove at a time. With the skins on. Yeah. It helps peel the skins easier is what I found. Oh, look at that one just came out of skin. It said, no, don't smash me. I'll come out of the skins. I do keep my onions in the fridge, Janine. Thank you for asking. Do you not keep your onions in the fridge, love? Because I find that they grow too fast if I don't. They start growing roots and shit. But I don't know. How do you keep your onions, baby? Okay. So it makes it, when I smash the garlic like that, it makes it really easy for me to peel the skins off of them. The other thing that I know works real well is if you set them in a bowl of water, but I ain't trying to do all that right now. I don't need to, because like they just, look, they just fall out of the skin. You just grab the skin, look, the skin fall right off. Look at that. Easy. I wish you guys could see my mother. If my mother was alive, I'd be like, Mom, can you show them how you do the onions Korean, the garlics Korean style? Because my mother could mince and smash garlic with a knife like a fucking master chef in a way that, Lord of mercy, I still don't know how to do. Okay, Janine says she keep her whole onions in a dark, cool place. I tend to keep everything in the fridge because I live by myself. I feel like if I keep things out of the fridge, they don't last as long because I don't go through them fast enough, right? I gotta blow my nose again, excuse me. Okay, now I gotta wash my hands again, Lord of mercy. Please wash your hands often while cooking, if you don't already. Washing your hands is not a problem, and your nails should be able to put up with that. just saying. So I'm just going to go over these garlics and just get them nice and minced up for my crock pot. You got to have garlic in your crock pot. I've forgotten garlic in my crock pot a few times and it still tastes so flavorful, but Lord of mercy, there's something garlic do to food. Like, please eat the garlic. The garlic is so good for you. And it's so flavorful. No, this is not a fucking cooking show, but I guess tonight is somewhat is. You know I'll be about these cards, but I needed to do this. And I do feel like I'm going to go live. My spirit says I'm going to go live with the cards after I finish this live with my cooking. But I got to get my crock pot ready for tomorrow because I'm going to be hungry tomorrow. And I got to cook for me. Hello, I got to make sure I get to eat some good, healthy cooking. I like a lot of garlic. Can you tell? Look at all the garlic on there. Look at all that garlic. Lord of mercy. My crock pot finna be so banging tomorrow, you guys. I have to post a picture of what my plate look like tomorrow or something. I don't know. So Janine asked about the spuds. I love that you call them spuds. That's so cute. We call them potatoes. I keep the potatoes in the fridge. Yes, I keep everything in the fridge. I really don't keep anything out but seasonings and spices because of the fact that I don't want it to go bad on me. I don't eat them fast enough. I've had so much food go bad on me living by myself. Even stuff that I keep in the fridge. That's why I get a little thing of sour cream. I get little things of everything because if not, I end up with spoiled shit. Living by myself and cooking just for me, everything doesn't get used up so quickly. Even my bread, I even started keeping my bread in the fridge because it stays longer. Yep. Ooh, all that delicious garlic is in there. Yay, hand wash again. Okay, now it's time to peel potatoes. I like my potatoes peeled when I put them in the crock pot. And I made some in my last crock pot, so I still got enough. The problem is my crock pot is so fucking full right now, but I just trust it'll all work out. Lord of mercy. But my crock pot is quite full right now. So I'm just going to peel these potatoes right quick. Yeah, my mother, she kept all the stuff in the fridge, and I kind of took after her, and whenever I would try to leave stuff out of the fridge, yeah, even my bread, I'll like come to my bread fucking moldy. I even keep my container of flour in the fridge, because I use the Bob's Red Mill flour, and my daughter was like, Mom, if you don't use it fast enough, it goes bad. So fast. So I started keeping even my flour container in the fridge. You keep bread in the freezer. Okay. Oh, I never really have that problem about my bread drying out from the fridge. A lot of times when I eat bread, I'm making me a sandwich. So what I'll do before I make my sandwich is I'll put my bread with some butter and toast it in the pan. Because I like a hot sandwich. So I toast my bread with butter in the pan, and then that warms it up and stuff. It gets it nice and toasty. So I haven't had a problem with dry bread. Thank goodness. And I'm not afraid to pick up stuff off of my stovetop and put it still in the thing because I use an organic cleanser. It's all natural cleanser, so I feel safe, and I've never gotten sick from the way I clean my kitchen top. So I feel good about it. So this time I kind of had a weird experience with my potatoes. Like they turned a little bit of colors inside for me because they got frozen. They sat in the fridge too long. This is my issue. Is like I don't use stuff right away, and then it sits in the fridge too long, and then, so my potatoes got frozen, so they got a little bit of, just from being in the fridge, in the back of the fridge, so they got a little bit of discoloration, but Spirit said they were still good, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, if you say so, I'll eat it. But yeah, I'm just gonna peel these potatoes, chop them up and put them in the crock pot too. And yeah, I do it one at a time. Ooh, potatoes from the crock pot be so good. So seasoned and full of flavor. It's such a good thing. Spuds in a paper bag in a cool, dark place. Okay. Yeah, I definitely know not to use the top shelf of my fridge. I've never had this frozen potato issue before, actually. Usually I don't put them in the top shelf, but this time I was lazy and I just threw them on the empty top shelf because my fridge be sparse too, because like I said, I live by myself. So with the fridge being sparse, like I just like, oh, the top shelf is empty, let me throw them there. Well, to the back of the top shelf, apparently stuff freezes right there real well. I didn't know, but now I do. We all live and learn. Spuds. I love New Zealanders. I love my Kiwis. And you know what? I love the way y'all talk different than us Americans do. It don't bother me one bit. I love it. Yeah, here in Las Vegas, the weather is very hot and dry. Las Vegas is dry and hot all at the same time. Right now, it's still like winter time here. But even our winter is really warm compared to other winters. Like today, I was outside without my jacket with that short sleeve shirt on quite a bit. Every chance I had to take me a smoke break outside, honey, I was outside. I guess y'all don't like watching me cook because I got 3 people live. When I go live with the cards, y'all be all over it. But I guess they weren't trying to hear me cook. Janine's with me. I don't know who else is here. But Janine's like watching me use the knife and cook the food and talk my shit. I've never done this before, so I'm not offended. I don't care. It is what it is. I just want to talk to you all because I haven't talked to you today. And usually by now I've talked to you at least once. It was a busy day. Okay, so y'all use potato too. All right. Depends on where you're at in New Zealand. Yeah, now remind me, New Zealand is one island with the north end and the south end. Is that correct, or is it 2 islands? I'm not sure now. I feel confused about it. I knew this at one point. If I cut my potatoes too small in the crock pot, they turn into nothing. So I put me some nice sized chunks in there. All right, that's it for the potatoes. I'm sure that during the middle of the night, I'll wake up at some point and I'll come stir this whole thing up. But I'm going to put seasonings up on there next. I just gotta pick up these peels, whatever didn't land in the bag, and throw this in the garbage. We're gonna have to take a walk to the trash can too. Mother mercy, the trash can got full. this cutting board up. Watch this cutting board. It's 2 big islands. Okay, with a few smaller islands. Oh, I didn't ever realize about the few smaller. I didn't know if it was 1 big island or 2 islands. I had forgotten. That's terrible. Well, thank you for letting me know. Okay. The knife and cutting board are clear. Hands washed. Who's missing? Oh. One of my TikTok viewers just messaged my Facebook, so that's cool. All right, seasoning time. I gotta wash my hands again. I just touched my phone. Hi, Marianne. How are you, love? I'm just doing something completely different that I've never done before. I'm just putting my crock pot together. Seasoning time. I know I just put a bunch of garlic, but I'm gonna put some more garlic powder, not salt, garlic powder on top. Now here's the salt. Yes. And it's got to be enough for everything underneath. I don't measure shit. I just follow my spirit. Now the pepper. We need some pepper in there for sure. Okay, 1 circle of that. I'll put some adobo seasoning. Adobo. Do a round of that on here. We'll put some Lawry's on there. And although I have a lot of onion, fresh onion in there, I'm still going to use some onion powder in there. Oh, I should have opened the other side because it's being stingy from this side. There we go. That's better. I'm going to put a little bit of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb just for some extra seasoning. And I think, do we want to put some beef bouillon in there? My spirit just said, yes, put some beef bouillon. So let me get some beef bouillon out. Where's my beef bouillon? Oh, here we go. So I use, excuse me, all that powder seasoning. Better than bouillon. It's this little jar. Good shit. So I'll get some hot water from the sink tap. And run that, get it hot. Well, thank you for your suggestion on the aluminum cutting board, Mary. I've never gotten hurt with the wooden cutting board. And I like my cutting boards are bamboo. And I really like them because bamboo is a naturally antibiotic material. So I'm just going to take my wire whisk and get some of this bouillon on it. Yeah, that sounds like enough. And mix it into my water. Right with the whisk. I'm telling you, I don't measure shit really unless I'm using like a specific baking recipe possibly. Oh yeah, see, that's good. Just a little bit more flavor. Oh yeah, help wash them seasonings down in there too. Oh yeah. That thing is ready. Let's get some more water because some of the bouillon stuck to the cup. A little bit more water. A little bit more bouillon. Perfect. Thank you for your suggestion, Marianne. I've never really gotten hurt using the cutting board. You know, I got a worse accident washing a glass one time. Oh, washing the glass. I had my hand in the glass cup washing it because I like to wash my dishes by hand. I'm not really a dishwasher person. And while I was scrubbing the glass, I just put the lid on this thing. While I was scrubbing the glass with the sponge, it broke. And I had a scar right here for the longest time Oh no, this hand right here, because I could still see the what's barely left of it. It like cut a nice C-shaped cut into my skin right here, where the glass broke. Anyhow, we got the lid on the crock pot. I'm gonna let this cook overnight, and it will feed me. Hey, Infinite, where you buy it? Where about what? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, boy. Thank you, Marianne. I'm glad you love my readings. It's time to take out the trash. Lord of mercy, I just filled up the trash can so full. So let me go ahead and get my jacket on, because it's not warm outside, as warm as it was all day. Get my jacket on. Now, when I started the live and the mic was not on, which don't make no fucking sense why the mic wasn't on, I don't know, but it was not on. I was trying to tell you, like, I don't wash trash cans no more, not at home anyways. I get paper and plastic. Paper and plastic, yay. And I fill it up and I throw the whole can away. So we're gonna walk to the garbage can now, here in my community, and throw this away. This soul she just put in the brown one. Huh? Where you buy it? The soul she just put in the brown. Infinite, what you talking about? The soul she just put in the brown one. Lord of mercy, I don't know what you're talking about, sir, ma'am. I don't know. Clarify your statement. Clarify your question. If you clarify your question, I might be able to answer it. Now, just so you know, if this thing cut off while I'm walking, it wasn't because I did it on purpose, but I'm going to walk far enough from my home that it won't have my Wi-Fi service anymore. And I didn't think about that when I started all this. Delani just mixed. Oh, what I just mixed with the water. Okay, so I bought the Better Than Bouillon at the Winco. Winco is my favorite grocery store because it's open 24/7. I mean, like right now it's 11:20. I was in the store before 11 p.m. It's still open right now. Better Than Bouillon. You should be able, if you're in the U.S., you should be able to find it at your local market. Because Winco's like a great local market. Now I know what you're talking about. The brown one. I get it. I get it. Thank you for clarifying your question. But yeah. It's nice to take my walk to the garbage can and carry my whole trash can that I don't have to wash and throw the whole damn thing away at once. And I haven't bought garbage bags for my house in years because I take the whole bag to the garbage. Yay! It's great. Yeah, so yeah, Better Than Bouillon. It's better than getting the dry cubed bouillon. It's just in a little jar. And I bought it at Winco. I'm not sure if you have a Winco where you live, but whatever regular grocery store you have, you should be able to find it. They have a chicken one too. Thank you, Marianne. Where am I from? I live in Las Vegas. I'm from my mom and dad. I was birthed in Seoul, South Korea, and I grew up in Denver, Colorado. So I'm not sure where you from you meant, but I just gave you all my where you from. I'm from my mommy and my daddy at my core. Garbage. Yay. Goodbye. The whole trash can just went bye-bye. Oh, look at that. I told you I was going to mess up my lips. My lips. That's okay. It's been on all fucking day because I was planning to record, but then, yeah, it didn't work out that way. So I'll fix my face again before I go live for a reading. But I do want to read some cards with you because I haven't touched my cards all day. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, Walmart might have that, Infinite. I'm glad that I answered your question. I apologize for not understanding what you meant the first time. And then I get enough weird shit on this channel from weird people. I don't know who's who on the other side. All I see is a little name and an initial. I don't know who you are. I get enough weird people on this channel saying enough weird shit that I have to remember that everybody's not fucking weird. Some people are just genuine, authentic. I'm glad you were. So yeah, the crockpot's gonna be amazing when I eat it. Tomorrow is gonna be fantastic. And through the night when I wake up in the middle of the night because I need a potty or whatever I need to do. Because I